Hey, you know what time it is? We're talking about the denial of the day. We're back with the podcast. Chris is somewhere else. And we're teasing our new Win Your Claim subscription model to have a public adjuster in your pocket. What does that mean? You'll find out soon. Chris, what are we talking about today?
Well, can we fit in people's pockets, Taylor? I guess that's the real question.
It
And if
depends
we
on how big
can't,
they are.
if we can't, we want to give you the second best thing, where we're showing you a lot of different things that we would do if we were truly in your pocket.
We
But
can
what?
fit on this thing.
Yes. But it was interesting because there's kind of just a standard in this industry. And first off, what I'm talking about is kind of when you go through the measurements of a roof, they usually break it down in what's called squares. Now, Taylor, how much is in a square?
Yeah, it's a 10 foot by 10-foot section square,
Uh-huh.
which is 100 square feet. And insurance companies love to talk about, well, that's not enough hits per square, and it needs
Yeah.
to have this many hits per square. And I've heard as little as 6, and I've heard as high as 14. So who
Wow.
is right and why? Like,
Wow.
where does this come from?
Wow.
I literally have heard that, well, we need to hit 6 hits per square. Okay. Well, there's 30. We should be good. Okay. Well, we need 14 hits per square. Well, there's 12. We should be good. And so I've seen all of that. And it comes from insurance companies, I think, wanting to be reasonable, really.
Hmm.
They are saying, hey, look, if there's only 2 hits per square, why are we replacing this roof? We should just make repairs. Okay, maybe, right? But if there's like 6 or 8 hits per square and they're on different shingles, like that's damage. And that was damaged by a covered cause of loss. Otherwise, we wouldn't be
Hmm.
here.
Yeah.
And sometimes insurance companies are like, well, there's got to be 14 hits a square. Okay, how many shingles are in this square? And like, what are you calling a hit? And ultimately, we're obviously overplaying that a little bit. And Chris, why don't
Yeah.
you show what we're talking about
Yeah.
specifically? But
Absolutely.
the thing that we want you to understand is where in the policy does it say it's got to be a specific number of square or hits per square?
Uh-huh.
Where?
Yeah.
If it says that specifically in the policy, then great. But I've never seen it in a policy, and I've literally looked at thousands and thousands of policies. I've never seen it one single time. So if you, Mr. Adjuster, can show me where it says in the policy that there has to be a certain number of hits per square, then let me know. And I get it that you need to be reasonable with us and we need to be reasonable with you. That's fair. But when
Hmm.
you are like, well, now it's got to be 12, now it's got to be 14, next is going to be 16 or 18 or 20, like
Hmm.
it just is getting to the point of ridiculous where the insurance company is so unfair and ridiculous with their requirements, it's obvious they don't want to pay your claim. And guess what we
Hmm.
can do? We can help you win your claim.
Absolutely.
And we know how to fight the insurance companies for your benefit. If you are a contractor, a property manager, a municipality, whatever it might be, and you're not getting your claim fully and fairly paid, go to winyourclaim.com and soon or later, it'll actually be ready for you. And we are in the beta testing program right now, moving into that phase. So when we release the program, it's going to be freaking
It is.
amazing.
And we're all visual people too, so this just shows you in a typical square when we what we
Right.
did is we went up there, we marked everything up, and then we chalked it, and you can actually see 15 plus, and then we have them
Right.
all pointed out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 15. So it's
Yeah.
all about the evidence.
Yeah.
So
And so when you prove the damage like this, the insurance company has a much harder time denying the claim. And if
mhm.
they deny the claim, then we get a lot of opportunities to ask why. And so again, if you're not being treated fairly, let us know, winyourclaim.com. And if you like this content, make sure to
Like,
comment,
comment,
share,
share,
and subscribe to our channel.
to our
All right.
channel.
Thank you so much for joining us today. We'll see you on the next one.